Hi friends, my name is Abdul Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial we will see how to skip top and rows reading from Excel file and inserting the data into SQL Server table using SSIS. So recently I got a question from one of my subscriber, daily 10 minutes, that having DFT in SSIS to export data into OLEDB and having the header column in the 12th row. So how I can select and export into SQL. So in this particular example, he want to skip the first 11 records from the Excel file and then start loading the data from the 12th row. So let's see how we can do this particular thing in SSIS. So let's jump to the demo. In my D files location, I got a file customer.xlsx, and if I show you the file, so it contains some data, and if you see here 1 2 3 4 5, so first 5 records, they do not contain the actual data, and at the 6th record we got the header information. So what you want to do, we want to import the data from the 6th record onwards, and because in the 6th row this is the header information, so the actual data will be inserted from the 7th row. Okay, and I think there are some 30 records in this particular Excel file here. So you can see that the count is 30, so this data should be imported. So let's see how we can do that. So I actually already written the code in C# console app, and maybe I can just explain you what we are doing here. Okay, so this is the main function from where the code will be started, and the first two variables, they are related to the logging. So in case the code will fail, so an error log file will be created at this particular path, and the actual error message will be written to the error log file, and this is our source file that will be read. So our source file is this one, d files customer.xlsx. so you can provide your Excel file name here, and you can provide the path to the log folder according to the folder on your machine. And then inside the try block we have declared a connection string variable, and we are using the microsoft.ace.oledb drivers here to read the data from the Excel file. Okay, and then we have declared a new connection here, opening the connection, and then we are reading the data from the Excel file. So if you see the Excel file, so the Excel sheet name is employee here. Okay, so that's why you are trying to select the data, select star from employee dollar. Okay, and then we have declared the OLEDB command variable, and then we are using the OLEDB data reader data table. Then we are just reading the data from the Excel file, and then we are just closing the reader, then closing the connection. And then at this particular line we have declared a SQL connection string for connecting to the SQL Server table. So we will be connecting to this particular SQL Server instance, and the database name is the test database, and we are using the Windows authentication connection here. So we are creating a new SQL connection at this particular location, opening the connection. We are using a SQL bulk copy so that the data can be inserted, doing a bulk copy method. And then this is our destination table name, email underscore updated, and then we are writing the data to the destination SQL Server table, and then we are just closing the connection. So this is the code, and in the catch block, in case if any error will occur, then the control will move to the catch block and will create a new file, error log underscore current date time dot log, at every execution, at every error message, and the error message will be written to the error log underscore current date time dot log file, and the file will be created at this location, d files logs. Okay, so this is the thing that we are doing. So our table is this one, email underscore updated. So this is my SQL Server 2019 instance, and the database name is the test database, and this is the table email underscore updated. So right now the table is empty. Okay, so what I can do, I can just try to execute this particular code, and then it should insert the data, all data from the Excel file into a SQL Server table, because we are selecting everything from the employee Excel sheet. So let me run this particular code, and this should select all data from the employee Excel sheet, and then I will move this particular code into the SSIS package, and I can go back to the SQL Server and I can execute this query now. So now you can see that because initially there was empty data in the Excel file, so that's why we got some null values, and then we got the header information as well in the row, like ID, first name, last name, email, gender. Okay, so this is the thing, but we are not interested in these null values, and even we don't need these particular header information as well. So what I can do is actually that I can skip the data till this particular location, and I want to start reading the data from this particular line. So this is A6. So I want to start reading the data from A6, and I want to read the data till the column E, okay, because column E is the gender column. So we will start from A6. So what I can do, I can actually, first of all, I can actually truncate this particular table, okay, and then what I can do here, after the employee dollar, I can write A6 colon, and I want to read it till the column E, okay. So I want to read from A6 to E. Now I can just close this one, and I can re-execute the C# console app. So the process ran fine, and now I can go back to the SSMS, and I can rerun the query again. So now you can see that the data has been loaded correctly this time, and all 30 records have been loaded, and now we don't have that null values in the table, and also the header information is not loaded into the SQL Server table. So this is loaded perfectly, okay. So now what I can do, I can just truncate this particular table, and what I can do, I can just simply copy this particular code from here till the catch block. I can right click and I can click on copy. Now I can open the SSIS package. So this is my blank SSIS package that I will be using today, and I can just drag and drop the script task into the SSIS package, and then I can just configure the script task. I can click edit script so that the script editor can be opened for us. Alright, so the window has been opened up, and we can paste the code here. So the code has been pasted, and then you need to wait for a bit, and now you can see some red lines just below some words here. So what you can do, you can hover your mouse here, click on show potential fixes, and then using system.io, so it will add the namespace for stream writer class. And then similarly you can hover your mouse on SQL bulk copy, click on show potential fixes and add this namespace as well, and do the same thing for this one as well, okay, using system.data.oldv. So I think all the errors are gone now, and it seems good. So now what I can do, I can click on file, exit, and I can click on OK. So this will save the code in the script task, and I can execute the SSIS package now. So this should load the data from the Excel file, and it should skip the first 6 records from the Excel file. So let me check the data now. I can click on execute, and it has loaded the data successfully from Excel file into a SQL Server table using C#. So I think that's what you wanted from the SSIS package. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video, then please click the like button. Do subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and click on all so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much.